I disregarded the advice of my entire cabinet. I told my chair, the Joint Chiefs, to pound sand because of what you told me, BB. So you know what? Pound sand, BB. I don't care about you. You wanted this war. You got this war. You own it. We're out of here. That's what he should have said. But he can't because he took hundreds of millions of dollars from Marion Abelson, and he has surrounded himself with a pro-Zionist cabinet that is politically incapable of saying no to Israel. But Israel does understand that this war can't go on. In the United States, Trump has to get out. So what Bibi said is, okay, we'll buy into the Iran ceasefire, but you got to let us finish Lebanon. We got to finish Lebanon. And so Trump said, you got it. And immediately the rumor came out that, no, there was never a Lebanese ceasefire. Trump's a liar. J.D. Vance is a liar. Everybody in the United States government is a liar. There was a deal. We just weren't, man enough to tell Bibi that he had to accept that deal. So here we are. But it doesn't change the reality, Garland. And this is the reality. We can't walk away from this. We can't walk away from this. We don't have any options here. Trump can talk as big as all he wants. We don't have options. There is no ground offensive capability. If there was, we would have executed it. We know he tried to grab at Isfahan, at the nuclear stuff. That failed. And then we also know that the military balked when he wanted to go into Kargil, and they said, we'll all die. We're not doing it. And so faced with this, he had no choice but to look for an off-ramp. We don't have an on-ramp, because if we go back on, the Iranians, hey, Pete, I got a question for good old Pete. That Navy you sunk, they have no Navy anymore, none, zero whatsoever. It just mined the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranian Navy mined the Strait of Hormuz right under your nose, and you couldn't stop them. And now there's only one path through, and it's the one that goes right by the Iranian coast. So you want to try and do this thing, because, people were sneaking around. They were inching through the coast of Oman and coming around the United Arab Emirates and getting out a couple tankers. Did that. Can't do it anymore. There's a minefield put down by the Iranian Navy. What Trump knows that if this goes on for 2 more weeks, there's going to be a global economic collapse. There's already fuel rationing throughout Asia. Europe is fuel rationing. In a couple of weeks, we're talking about not just temporary discomfort, but permanent damage, economic damage. And, this is on Trump, and it will resonate domestically. You already have the Democrats talking about putting his head on a platter. Now, it's one thing for them to articulate this. It's another thing them to be actually implement it. To implement it, they must prevail at the polls in November. There's still time because of the stupidity. Yes, for all you MAGA mouth breathers in Garland's comment section, this is about you. The stupidity of the MAGA mouth breathers. Dumbest people on the planet, the lowest IQ people on the planet who scream, this is what I voted for. And they can be conned. So there's still time for Trump to lie to them, to con them, to spin how he's going to spin this thing. And achieve a electoral victory. Plus, you talk about his suppression of the votes. I mean, we're talking about no mail-in ballots and all this other stuff he's going to do. There's time for him to salvage his political legacy, but not if this war continues. If this war continues, that 20% of the J.D. Vance, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr. crowd that helped push him over the top, that's going to disappear. They're going to blow up and go away. And when that happens, there ain't enough MAGA mouth breathers left to keep him in power. So he has no choice but to move forward. He's just in a political bind right now. I think they're still hoping that Iran needs this more than he does. The Iranians don't need this. You know who needs this? You know why this happened? China. China's desperate for this because Chinese economy is going to take a huge hit.